going to talk to you about something a little more basic. I'm talking to you about walking. Walking seems very easy. For me, it's not always very easy. I tend to fall down a lot. But the idea of making your city friendly to walking is very important. And it's not that easy. So what I'm talking about is called walkability. And walkability means basically, how friendly is this area to walking? Friendly. You might think that I'm crazy, and I am. But this idea is not crazy. First of all, if you want to think about how friendly a place is for walking, the first thing you want to think about is this. What can we see here? What's happening here? The car is about to kill this poor man. Well, probably not, but safe. Is this area safe to walk in? Here's the second consideration. Here we have a pole, right in the middle of the sidewalk. The main idea here is this area convenient? Is it convenient to walk in? What's happening here? This may look pretty nice, but on a day like yesterday, this would be terrible. Okay, you'd walk from here to there, and you'd be dripping sweat. There's no trees, there's no shade, it's too hot. Is it comfortable? This will be pretty easy. We have a lot of rubbish sitting on a city street. Is this place enjoyable? Okay, do you want to walk here? Or is it smelly? All right, there's lots of trash, lots of things like that. And the last one here, this is not interesting. Okay, it's a big wall. It's a big blank wall. Now, why should we care? Why should we care about walking? Walking doesn't matter. I only walk to get where I need to go. I walk to the subway, I walk to the bus, I walk to the shop, I walk to work. I don't walk to walk. First of all, walking is extremely important for your health. Second of all, it's very important for the environment. It's also very important for the economy. There's a lot of money involved with walking, believe it or not. Also for psychology. We'll talk about this as well. Walking can make you happy. I will prove it. So, America leads China in fat people. What do you think? How much, what percent of America is obese or overweight?
10%?
10%, 20%, 50%. You are all very wrong. It is 74% of all adults 15 and over are obese or overweight. The biggest factors, of course, are diet, inactivity, lifestyle, and genetics. The first three are more important than the last one. And it is one of the leading causes of preventable death in America. It's smoking and obesity. These are the two. They keep trading off. China is catching up. It's still quite a ways behind, I can see here. Today, it's about between 30 and 35% of adults in China are overweight. Doesn't seem like it. What is causing this? One big thing is the changing diet. Okay, a lot more meat, a lot more fast food. Lifestyle. Okay, if you think back to when you were a high school student, when you were younger, you spent a lot of time studying. You spent a lot of time sitting, not moving around. The importance of studying is also helping this. Okay, it's creating more sedentary lifestyle. Even leisure activities. There's not a lot of sports. There's a lot of World of Warcraft, computer games, things like that. And there's also an attitude for our parents or our grandparents. Being fat when you're young is not a bad thing, it's a good thing. Okay, but for us today, things have changed, all right? And there are some differences. There's some differences between the obesity epidemic in America and the obesity epidemic in China. One of the most shocking ones is that children who eat more vegetables, children who eat less fast food and fewer sweets in China, they're more likely to be fat. There was a couple of recent studies from the University of Southern California that confirmed this, that showed this. There's a lot of reasons about why this is happening. Another difference is that it's wealthy children. Okay, in America, generally the poor people are going to be more obese and overweight. In China, it's going to be rich people. One cause of this is more sedentary activities and a higher amount of calories, higher caloric intake, and a lack of sleep. Lack of sleep also contributes to obesity, and that's something that you can see in children. One other major difference is that in China, younger children tend to be more obese than older children. In America, the opposite is true. Younger children tend to be thinner, older children more obese. So what are the benefits of walking? Walking can help prevent or reduce the risk of many diseases. Heart disease, breast cancer, colon cancer, type 2 diabetes, this is the preventable type of diabetes, and osteoporosis, which is prevalent among the elderly. That's one of the reasons why safety is such a big thing about walkability. Also, it can help you maintain or lose weight. It improves your blood pressure, your blood sugar levels. Helps with stronger bones, better balance. This is also important for the older population. And it can help enhance your mental well-being. If you look here, this is how much walking you should get according to the Center for Disease Control. 22 minutes per day. That's almost nothing. People who take public transportation usually walk for about 19 minutes per day. People who drive a car walk for 6 minutes every day. The next benefit of walking is about the environment. All right, now, the idea is if more people walk, we can reduce the level of PM 2.5, right? Wrong. Heavy industry, according to Greenpeace, heavy industry is the main culprit for PM 2.5 in Beijing. 52% of PM 2.5. Cars, 4%. So how is this going to help the environment? The first thing is that if everybody is walking around wearing masks, if everybody stays inside, if everybody takes cars, there's no reason for the air to be clean. Who cares? Being outside, walking around, things like this creates a demand for less pollution. Again, if nobody's walking, everyone's driving, who cares how bad the air is? I get in my house, I can turn on my air filter. I get in my car, I turn on my air filter. I don't care what the air is outside. The second thing is it reduces noise pollution. And it can reduce greenhouse emissions, greenhouse gases, which is becoming more and more important today. Economic benefits. First of all, the personal economy. Right now, the subway is very cheap, right? It probably won't stay that way much longer. And driving a car is very expensive. Owning a car, taking care of a car, getting gas. You'll save a lot of money walking. You'll also save a lot of money on your medical bills. As we just saw, walking reduces your risk for many diseases. Less time lost in traffic. Spending time in traffic takes a lot of productivity out of the economy. Walkability, being able to walk in a neighborhood, raises property value, sometimes very significantly. Your house is worth more if it's in a walkable place. And shoppers, people shopping like to be able to walk around. Helps people spend more money. Also, think about a street, a road, a major highway, a big road. There's a lot of space there that's being wasted. Here is the space required to transport 60 people. 60 people by car. Here's a nice long traffic jam. By bus. 60 people on a bus. That sounds terrible. I would rather jump off the bus. And 60 people by bicycle. You're using a lot less space when you walk or you take a bicycle. There are also psychological benefits. Okay, walking, biking, exercise can make you happy. This is a study from Harvard Medical School. First of all, exercise, as we all know, helps reduce depression. This is especially true for mild depression. It works just as well and longer than antidepressant medication. And exercise can also help boost your self-esteem. You feel better about yourself when you're exercising, when you're walking around. So, how can we create walkability? How can we create a city that is walkable, that is interesting, fun, safe, convenient to walk around? The first thing to remember is that cities are for people. Cities are not for cars. If aliens came to Earth, they came to a city, they would think that we are the slaves of cars. Cities should not be for cars. Cities should be for people. Make it comfortable for people to walk. More convenient for cars means less safe for pedestrians. Here's an example. At 40 miles per hour, I get hit by a car, I have a 10% survival rate. Okay, I will probably die. If you lower the speed limit 10 miles per hour, you have a 60% survival rate. 20 miles per hour, a 95% survival rate. So we want cars to go faster in our city. Yet, if cars go faster, pedestrians, people walking, more likely to die in a collision. Cities are not for cars, cities are for people. One thing we can do is use traffic calming methods. We need to make the streets less convenient for cars, more convenient for people. Calm the traffic down, make the traffic move slower. Now, at rush hour, this is not a big deal. At rush hour in Beijing, cars are moving very slowly. Not at all. But before and after rush hour, we can use things like this. Here we have changed the material of the pavement. When a driver sees something in the road, they will naturally slow down. This is a pedestrian crossing, a place for people to cross. If you notice, there are no cars parked here. It's much safer to cross the street at this spot. Nothing is blocking the view. Another thing we can do, put in a speed bump. Make the cars slow down, especially in smaller streets, in neighborhoods. People are living and walking. Here again, make the road narrow. If you have very wide lanes, cars drive very quickly. A car will drive as fast as it can. Make it harder for a car to drive fast. It's very simple. The other thing to do is something that is done fairly well in Beijing on large streets is create an island in the middle of the street. This is going to slow cars down. They have to go around this. And if this is at an intersection, it can also be a place for a pedestrian, someone walking to hide. And if the cars start coming very quickly, they can't get across, they can stand here and they can feel more safe. They can be more safe. Let's take a look at some things in Beijing. This is near my house in Xizhiben. Where am I supposed to go? Do I go here? Do I go here? Do I stand there? Do I go in there? I don't know. There's too much open space, not enough direction. The car could drive here, it could drive here and here. This car could drive here and around there. So much space, I don't know where to go. You might think more space means better traffic. Right, the cars can move faster, but it doesn't. One car will cut here, the second car will go around in here, and they'll hit each other here. They'll cut each other off. The pedestrian, she has nowhere to go, nowhere to stand. It's unsafe. The second thing to look at, so this is safety, the second thing to look at is about safety and convenience. First of all, you can notice that these pavement blocks are very uneven. It's very easy to trip, to fall down, to hurt yourself. Having a flat piece of cement is much safer. It's also much easier if somebody has a wheelchair. Right now, somebody in a wheelchair, they can't do this. They have to put the wheelchair in the road, and that's extremely unsafe. Much better just to stay home. There's no space to walk here. This is on the second ring road near Guloqiao. Here we have posts right in the middle of the sidewalk. One person maybe can walk here, but if a family, a mother and a child are walking here, if a couple is walking here, if two friends, three friends, there's nowhere to go. If you meet another person coming the other way, there's nowhere to go. These posts should be put over here. This garden should be brought back just a little bit to give it a little more space. It's not safe and it's not comfortable. People don't want to walk in these kinds of places. One other important thing is, where do we build our buildings? This is the intersection of the Badaling Expressway and the Third Ring Road. We can see that here there's a lot of development. There are a lot of offices. There are a lot of tall buildings. Where's the subway here? I think one recently opened here on Line 8. But there's no subway station here, or here, or there, or there. We've built our tower district here on a highway. A highway is very difficult to walk on. Here's the East Second Ring Road. And again, it's right along the highway. It's a long string of tall buildings, office buildings, where people work. This is very inconvenient for walking. If I'm here, and I want to go here, I have to walk all the way up here, across 3 lanes of traffic, cross the bridge, 3 lanes of traffic, and then all the way down here. It's far, it's inconvenient, it's not safe. The main road here is a highway. Let's look at Boston. Here's downtown Boston. Where's the highway? The highway is gone. The highway is underground here. Used to be above ground. They decided to put it underground. It was a very big construction project, not very popular. But the main point is, here is the downtown area. It's very easy to walk between the buildings. There's no highway cutting through it. The highway goes around it. Take a look at Beijing again. Here is the CBD. We have 1, 2, 3 highways cutting through the CBD. It's impossible to walk around this area. If you want to get from here to this park down here, you have to walk all the way down here, like that. There's no connectivity, it doesn't connect. So for a downtown, for the center of the city, you want a dense cluster, okay, not a string along a highway. It means more walking. Very quickly, one more thing you want here for comfort. Again, more trees. You want trees along the street. It gives shade. It also improves the air quality. And we'll skip here. The last thing I want to talk about is connectivity again. Here's the subway station at Sanyuanqiao. Here's a restaurant I like to go to. If I come out of this subway exit, I walk along the highway, all the way down to here, walk through some back streets. It takes 1.34 kilometers. That's because there are 4 walls being through here. It's impossible to go straight through. If I was able to go straight through, it would be 0.71 kilometers, much closer. And also, it would be much more enjoyable not walking on the highway. not walking on the expressway. The last thing is that Beijing is well known for the Great Wall. Unfortunately, in city planning, Beijing is also well known for having many less great walls around the city. Having a wall next to the sidewalk, it makes us not want to walk here. It stops our line of sight. There's nothing to look at. It's not interesting. And this is another thing, the last thing, that you can concentrate on to make the city more walkable. A better experience for walking, healthier, more interesting, better for the economy, and also better for you. All right, thank you very much.